All right, so welcome everyone to the Love Solutions podcast. This is your girl Sayani.
Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Dari Marie. How are you? It's so good to be here.
Yes, it's definitely a great evening because we got amazing news yesterday actually. And do you want to let them know the news, Daria?
I don't know which one to start with, like the fact that our podcast has been played in 5 countries, or the amount of plays that our podcast has grown into, or the amount of content, the amount of minutes of content that we've created. Start. Where do you want to start? 5 countries. 5 countries, guys. Our podcast has been played in 5 different countries. Yes. And this is something that we just recently started to do, aside from Love Conflicts on Instagram Live that we were doing during the pandemic, and getting our feet wet with that.
Yep.
But ever since we have done these lives, that we've created our YouTube channel, that we've been on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor FM, we have elevated, and we didn't even know it.
We had no idea. Like I was so shocked because I got the email, and then it just like popped up as a notification, and I was like, wait a minute, our Spotify wrapped up and they included us. So I was like, you know what? Let me see what this is about. So of course I had no idea. We were the top 5 in 5 countries, and the top 3 was the United States, Chile, and the Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
Who would have known?
Well, Mexico. Someone from Mexico was just on here before I got on.
Yes. So it's interesting to know that our podcast is being heard across the world, and Spotify put all of these like great, like it was just greatness all around, and we had no idea, and it was just like, wait a minute, for real?
They reminded us to celebrate ourselves. Like literally, they reminded us to celebrate ourselves. They gave us a bunch of statistics that we were like literally unaware of.
Exactly.
Some statistics when we look at the plays and the views, and the people that have sent us gold coins, like all of those things that we're able to see when we finish our lives. But the fact it generated that information for us to let us know that there are people from other countries outside of the United States that are actually playing your podcast. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, you guys, for your support, for always showing up. And I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show, because you were just dropping some bombs before. And I have to say that I am so proud of you, because I've had this conversation with you so many times. And I remember the first time that I was like really drilling this into you, and you were looking at me with like these puppy dog eyes, like, this is really something that I have to do, because you have such a big heart, and I do too. And it's really hard sometimes to let go of people when you hold on to your past, or when you hold on to the way people used to be, or the way people used to support you or treat you or love you. And I was explaining to you that when you grow, sometimes you outgrow yourself. Like it's almost like being a caterpillar that evolves into a butterfly. I've used this analogy many times, is that I've outgrown my past self. And with that, you're going to outgrow people that you were connected to from your past, because they're not going to grow along with you. And it's really hard to let go of that and to accept that. And it's hard to, look at certain people in the face that you have love for, and be able to say to yourself, like, this person no longer serves me. This person doesn't support me. Like, you've told me this, and I've told you the same about my life and my friends and my people, that I've had friendships for 20 plus years that I've had to cut off because they no longer supported me. Right. So same thing with you, people are not sharing your stuff, not supporting your business, not giving you any love. And these are people that you grew up with, that you've known your whole life. So that's kind of what we want to talk about with you guys this evening, is, letting go of those people, because you use so much of your energy, and it puts a damper on your sunshine and dulls your sparkle when you perseverate or focus on the people that are not there to support you, rather than just letting them go and continuing to move forward in your life.
Absolutely. And I choked up a little bit because I go back to that conversation that we had in the pool. But before we do that, I just want to thank you for taking this journey with me on Love Solutions. And I couldn't have done this without you. I know I don't see you every day. I know I don't speak to you every day, but you are my sister for real. And I love you so much. And you know a lot of things about me. We've had special moments together. And I also want to thank all of our fans too, and our supporters and our friends, family that have supported us without any hesitation, without us having to even say a word. And I've told you numerous times, I'm like, your fans, your supporters, girl, like this. If I could honestly meet each and every one of them, it would be amazing. Like, I want us to do a huge event. And I mean, on TikTok, the support that we get on TikTok and I get on TikTok, you get on TikTok, is amazing. And we just really want to thank everyone on here and everyone that's listening to our podcast, that listens to us. I mean, we were in the top 3 for 8 people. For 8 people. We are the number 1 for 8 people, and we were in a top 3 for 20 people.
Yeah.
How amazing is that? And when I saw that, I just got emotional, and I thought about you and our journey, and I'm just so grateful. And that conversation that we had at the pool that day, yeah, I had puppy eyes because I felt a little lost. I felt like, am I doing something wrong? Like, am I like, I really was questioning myself as to, am I wrong for pursuing my success? Am I wrong for pursuing my dreams and my goals? Because the thing is, I was in the last relationship I was in, it stole so much from me. It stole so much of the person that I am. I stopped acting. I stopped doing so many projects that I had started and I never finished, all because I was pouring into someone that didn't really give a fuck, to be honest. And the other day, I remember, telling my boyfriend now, Taylor, I'm telling him, I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm letting go of those people that blatantly show me to my face, to my face, blatantly show me, whatever, girl, bye. And it's like, no problem. You get what I'm saying? Like, no problem. Is all good. Because what I said at the beginning of this live was, when we get to where we are heading to, when we get to that top of the mountain, I don't want y'all to support me. I don't want y'all to jump on the bandwagon. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. And when you start to see that I start to distance myself, or I start to drift off and I'm now fading into the background, don't come and ask me, oh, what happened? Now you knew what happened. You know what happened. Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Keep that same energy.
Right.
Whether you're family or a friend, keep that same energy. Because all of that just shows me you feel some type of way about me. And you also feel some type of way about where you are in your life. But guess what, boo-boo? That ain't got nothing to do with me. It don't got nothing to do with nobody else but yourself. You made the decisions that you wanted to make for your life, and I made choices for my life. So it is what it is. And honestly, I told Taylor, I said, you know what, babe? I've invested so much into others, and I've given so much to others. But I feel like that energy is never reciprocated when it comes to me. So guess what? The years that I've lost pouring into others, and all the support and all this love, and guess what? I am going to invest that in myself because I deserve it. I deserve it. And that's what I want people to understand. You deserve every and anything that you want in your life. Every and anything that you want in your life. Let go of those that no longer serve you. There's a reason. Ryan says self-care. I agree. That is a part of self-care. Absolutely part of self-care.
So there's something that I heard recently and it resonated so much with me. And I know that we're all guilty of this. And we do it because sometimes we don't want to face reality where you get a gut feeling or someone gives you an energy, like what you're saying. Someone gives you an energy and you get a gut feeling that something's off or something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like they're not being genuine. They don't really support you. The saying was, gut feelings are guardian angels giving you signs.
Yep.
That there's your angels that are watching you, that are guiding you and navigating you through life, are giving you a feeling and a sign that something is wrong. Right. And that I want you guys to listen to your guardian angels and listen to your gut feelings, because it's telling you something for a reason. You're not bugging. You're not feeling a certain way for a reason. Someone's not giving you energy and you're not making it up in your head. People will show you how they feel about you through their actions and through their words and through their energy 100%. And if somebody makes you feel any sort of way, don't question yourself or doubt yourself. Like what you just said is you were doubting yourself and wondering, should I do this? And should I pursue my dreams? Am I going to have enough supporters? And that day that we were talking, it actually genuinely bothered me that you had people in your life that you have so much love for, because I know the type of supporter and person that you are. And I know how much love you pour into the people that you care about. So it actually bothered me that you had to feel those emotions and those feelings about people that you just want love from. You feel me? So that's why I got strict with you. And I was like, you got to cut that shit out of your life.
Yep.
You got to cut people off, because you, of all people, and all of us on here and everybody who's listening to this deserves that. Right. You deserve people that are going to genuinely support you and love you. We have a friend on here, Eddie, that's on here right now. Neither one of us have ever met him in person, and he gives us so much love, support. We have built a friendship and a connection with him just by showing each other genuine love and support, because there's no hate, there's no negativity. It's all
to Eddie.
Shout out to Eddie. It's all love, and we learn from each other. You know how important it is to have people in your life that you learn from, people that motivate and inspire you, not people that are draining your energy and dragging you down and making you doubt yourself or making you question yourself or making you question whether or not they're actually genuinely like there for you as a person in your life. And this goes for family, friends. Blood does not matter. It does not matter if you're related. I feel like some of us, and especially me, I'm Italian, and in our culture, it's, they're your cousin, they're your aunt, they're your this, they're your that. So like you have to be affiliated with this person. No, you don't. Because the beauty about being an adult and the beauty about being an advocate for yourself is you should choose who you allow to affect your energy and who you actually give your time and your energy to. Because it doesn't matter if you're related. It doesn't matter who the person is. You have to make sure that that person is actually serving you with genuine and pure love. Because if they're not, the only person that you're hurting is yourself by allowing that person to mess with your mind and mess with your heart. And that's what I was telling you that day, is that you're such a beautiful soul and spirit and person that anybody that makes you doubt yourself or gives you that kind of energy, they got to go. It doesn't matter.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm so grateful that I have people around me that reminds me of that. People like you, people like Taylor. I have other friends that tell me the same thing. They're like, girl, bye. Tell them bye. They got to go. They have to go. And I'm there. And it feels good. It feels so good to not care.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Poof, be gone. I know where I'm heading, and I know that there are some things that are coming to light that I probably had to see a long time ago, and I'm just now seeing it, so and something else is I had to remind myself also of all the things that last relationship robbed me of, and I could only blame myself. And I'm saying it on here because we also need to understand that we allow certain behaviors. We allow people to treat us however they want to treat us, knowing that we don't deserve that. And that's what I had settled for. So I just had a conversation with one of my best friends, and the conversation was about me starting over. Me starting over in the sense of, if I want to model, I could do that, because guess what? That's what I grew up doing. If I want to dance again, guess what? I could do that, because that's what I grew up doing. If I want to act, guess what? I could do that, because that's what I grew up doing.
Right.
And when I was in this last relationship, I gave up all of that. I lost myself entirely, completely. And I don't recommend that to anybody. If I knew what I know now, then trust me, it would have been a different story. But I feel like I saw something on Jay Shetty's page today, and it spoke volumes to me, that the bad relationships that you have actually makes you better to realize the things that you don't want to do in your next relationship, the things that you don't want to deal with. You learn from these bad relationships and you grow in your future ones. Well, the next relationship you get into. And that's something that is also important. Let go of those people, a man or woman that no longer serves you in a relationship, that you feel drained. You feel like you're giving up on your dreams. No relationship should make you feel that way. No relationship is going to make you lose your sanity and want you to give up on your dreams just to make them feel comfortable, make them feel better. That's not a healthy relationship, and I don't recommend it for sure.
And what you said, that's like really, really sad, but so true. When strangers support you more than people who are related to you or have known you for years or are friends with you. And it reminds me of when Drake said jealousy is just love and hate at the same time, because you can't feel jealous about someone that you don't have any intimate or emotions connected to, right? Like, so the people that are really hating on you are just jealous of your success, because at a different point, they don't value themselves, and they don't have the pure and genuine love for you to praise you for leveling up, to praise you for succeeding. So jealousy is just love and hate at the same time. And that's just something that you have to be attuned to. Yep. And it is, the word that you use is freeing, and just being able to be okay with that, and be okay with allowing those relationships to be lessons. It's never always lessons. I say this all the time. Like, the only L that I take is a lesson.
Right.
Because I'm learning as I'm going who is supposed to be in my life and who isn't. And again, it's those guardian angels. It's those people saying, pay attention to that person.
Right.
Why do you feel that negative energy around that person? Why are you avoiding talking to them? Why do you not want to be around them? You know, there's reasons for that, because the people that you truly love and the people that truly rock with you, you're going to want to be around them.
Right.
Succeed, but not more than them. Exactly. 100%.
That's real, Eddie. They want to see you succeed, but not more than them. And that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. It's like, bruh, whenever you, like, I had to sit up real quick, because I'm just like, I know the reason why it bothers me is because I'm not a hater. I'm not the type of person to envy what you got or jealous of what you have. Like, I'm just not like that. So my parents didn't raise me that way. And also, I never had to feel that way. So when I see somebody else, like, really, really showing you who they really are in regards to your success, it's like, what is it? You wanted me to stay where I was with you? You still haven't even grown. You're still stagnant. You're still where you're at.
That's the point right there. Right there is exactly that, my love, because it's insecurities channeling into the way that they're communicating and connecting with other people. It's because they have insecurities about who they are, what they're doing, their success, and how they're moving in life. And they're saying, how come she can and I can't? Right? It's not like, I'm so happy for you, I'm so proud of you, like, with genuine love and support. It's because they have insecurities and because they're doubting themselves. And honestly, that makes it even more of an easier move to make, to drop those people, because when they're insecure about themselves, they're just miserable, you know? Like,
exactly.
That type of energy in your life. You're not even happy with yourself. So what makes you think you could bring happiness to my life? Like,
right. And someone said, Black Man of Peace said, remember, we only attract who we are in our lives at the present time.
Remember, we attract where we are. So he pretty much means like, depending on where you're at is the type of people that you're going to attract. Which goes along with what I said, when you can even outgrow yourself. Like, right. When I look at ways that I used to move and people that I used to surround myself with and hobbies and things that I used to do and priorities I used to have, like, I'm not that person anymore.
Right.
So you're going to outgrow the people that, like you said, are still stuck there, or the people that may stay there. And that's okay. Not everybody has to move at the same pace, but if they're not happy for you genuinely and purely, you're going to feel it.
Of course. Absolutely. So what are some solutions as to how to let go of those who no longer serves us? I feel like you gave some pointers already, but I definitely want to hear it from you.
I feel like the first step in anything is loving yourself enough and prioritizing yourself enough where you say to yourself, you don't deserve to feel this way.
Right.
You deserve to have individuals in your life that are giving you negative energy and are making you feel like you need to doubt yourself, like you need to feel negative towards yourself. Because like you said, in this last relationship you were in, you lost yourself because you weren't receiving the genuine love and support. And that's one of the reasons why I've loved and adored Taylor so much, because he's the complete opposite of that, where he wants you to do the things that you love doing. He actually encourages you to get back onto those things. He's literally the person that pushed you to start Love Conflicts again, that's now evolved into solutions. Like, because that's somebody that he's number one, he's successful in his own life. He has his own business. He's got his own moves. He's confident in himself. Yeah. And with that security that he has within himself, he's able to love you correctly and push you and motivate you to do the things that he knows that, number one, you can do, and number two, that you're good at. Right. So those are things that, and people that you want to bring around you, you want to keep close to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, me with you, like when you're talking about, you know, you want to model and things like that. Like, I'm the type of chick that, like, I'm in the gym and I'm like, her body is fire. You know what I mean? Because I'll look at a woman and completely say, like, you look great. Your outfit looks great. You look so cute. Like, right. Just sprinkling love everywhere, because I'm not a hater, and because within myself, and because I know what I'm doing for myself, I'm not necessarily worried about other people. And if someone needs me to pick them up and help them get up, I'm more than happy to do that for you. But I'm not going to knock you, and I'm not going to hate you because you're succeeding, because I'm good.
Exactly.
I'm good where I'm at. So right. I think that it's about letting go of the past and looking towards the future, and understanding that not everybody's going to grow with you. Not everybody's going to continue to support you while you're growing as an individual. So that in itself is a solution of how to let go of people that don't serve you, is first of all, respecting yourself enough to make that decision to say, this person is not serving me.
Right.
Doesn't matter if they're family. It doesn't matter if I've had friendships for 20 plus years. 20 plus years, people that I grew up with from kindergarten. And when I grew up and became an adult and started to change my life and change things about myself, I started to feel the hate and started to feel the lack of support. I started to feel like I was not being valued as a person. And on the contrary, I was being hated on. And that's not a way that a friend or an acquaintance or anybody that you keep in your life is supposed to make you feel. And in my mind, I said, yo, D, you don't need people like this in your life. You don't want to feel this energy when you're around these people. So guess what I did? Cut them off completely. Yep. Remove from everything. No hate. I wish you the best. If I see you, I'm going to smile, say, I hope everything is well. But I don't need to consistently engage with you or check up on you or give you my effort or my energy, because the people that actually treat me right know how much of a down ass friend that I am, and I'll do anything for my people. So you lost out on a good person. That's your fault. Sorry.
Period. You lost out on a good person. Exactly. Period. And that's real. That is real. And another solution I definitely want to offer everyone on here, whoever listens to this, is very important that you stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. I'm 32. And I'm just learning how life really is when it comes to individuals that you thought were going to be a part of your life forever. And it hurts and it's disappointing. And you're just like, well, I don't know what I did, but you didn't do anything. And I feel, and it's an amazing feeling when you actually sit down and be like, you know what? Can't nobody say nothing bad about me. Because all I have been was a great friend, was a great sister or a great brother or a great, girlfriend or boyfriend. I did what I had to do and I deserve to give myself grace. I deserve to give myself grace. And someone that loves you when you're in a relationship, someone that truly loves you and cares about you is going to support you, is going to make certain compromises and sacrifices because they understand what your goal is. They'll work with you. They won't work against you. They'll work with you. They won't tell you, "Oh, stop it. You're thinking too big." Or, "You know what? Why are you doing this to yourself? Like, you don't need that." Somebody tells you to quit on your dreams or quit on your goals. That's a super red flag, and you don't need to be a part of that relationship. You don't need to be a part of that friendship. If it feels like you're just draining, like it's draining and you don't have no energy, and trust me, I believe in spiritual connections where certain people do have a really bad spirit towards you. Mm-hmm. And when you sleep with that person, there's somebody that you love and you think it's love, it's going to suck your spirit up. I witnessed it. I lived it. And that's what I want people to understand. When you are in a...
Just said about sucking your spirit out, like anything that's good for you isn't going to feel heavy. It's not going to feel like it's weighing you down. It's going to have you walking lightly on your feet. It's going to have you like obnoxiously laughing with a snort. You know what I mean? Like authentically yourself and just allowing you to feel elevated.
Right.
And Eddie said on here, put your energy where it's deserved. And I just want to say that I would change that to put your energy where it's reciprocated, because you can't be the only person pulling. You can't be the only person who's, whether it's a relationship or friendship, it can't be one-sided. Right. So there's going to be times where you may have to give a little bit more. Like we talk about the 80-20 method. Like sometimes your partner is not going to be 100% and you need to pull the weight a little bit more, right? Or your friend might need you to lift them up because they're not capable right now of being the best friend that they could be because they're going through shit, right?
Right.
But put your energy where it's reciprocated, where you know that if you were the person that was down, that person would be there for you. You just have to be attuned to those things, and you have to respect yourself and love yourself and value yourself enough to truly be able to honor yourself and say, this is a person that I want by my side. This is a person that I pick up the phone and call and know that they're not going to judge me. And you'll be able to feel like, I feel like when I was cutting off lifelong friends, there were little pockets of things that I would notice, or like things that were being said or ways that I would feel that I would ignore. And we turn a blind eye to it. You ignore, like you use the word red flags. We used to talk about red flags a lot with love conflicts.
Yep.
Don't ignore those red flags and don't ignore those signs, because sometimes they may look a little pink. You may think that you're overreacting, but at the end of the day, when you give it a little more time and the time passes on, you're going to be like, damn, I should have listened to my intuition. Those guardian angels, I'm telling you.
I agree with you 100,000 trillion infinity%, girl. I really do. And I'm telling you, I feel amazing. I feel lighter today, December 1st. I don't know what it was about today, but I woke up. I thank God every single day that I wake up. I thank God. I thank the universe. And, I do my meditation, and I just, I feel lighter. I feel great.
No, I didn't see it. Sorry, my sister's talking to me.
Oh, no, it's okay. Hey, sis.
Danny said, hey, and you know what? My sister actually, like, she is very similar to me in terms of the things that she talks about, the things that she promotes. You talked about Jay Shetty, and one of the things that both her and I do is we listen to podcasts, other people's podcasts, which we attribute to personal development. And it could also just be sometimes the things that you're putting in your mind. So another thing is when you're letting go of people in your life and you're building up that respect and that confidence and that advocacy for yourself, is listening to people and putting things in your mind and in your perspective that are going to help you elevate and help you level up and help you grow, because mindset is everything. The way that you think about yourself, the way you think about your people in your life, the way you think about the person that you want to be, the moves that you want to make, you have to put all of those positive thoughts into your own perspective, because a lot of people will engage in negativity, and a lot of people will engage in what's going wrong and what's bad and things that make you feel low. Instead, you have to prioritize yourself up and lifting your spirits up and advocating for your own mental health, because it's very, very easy to decline, and it's very, very easy to get into a downward spiral if you allow yourself.
So
yes, Eddie, that is like literally, and people, okay, so Eddie said, because I know you guys can't see the comments when you're listening, you have to be okay with being alone sometimes, not lonely, but alone. So there's literally like 5 people that I feel like I'll be good with if the whole rest of the world disappeared. And I'm a social person. Like, I love to talk to people. I love to make friends. I love to communicate. I love to engage with people. I'm not an introvert. I'm definitely an extrovert. But I love me some alone time, because I actually enjoy my own company. Right. I feel at peace, and no one's disturbing my peace when I'm in control of my environment and the stimuluses that are coming into my space. I'm in control of that, because it's just me. So when you're engaging with other people, you have less of a control over those things. So when you filter that out, when you filter the people that you're around, like Eddie said, it's okay to be alone, and you're not lonely, because you know that your real supporters and your real people are a phone call away. That's it.
Exactly. And on that note, this was a great show, and I'm glad we ended on that note, because that's a great reminder right there. Those that truly love you, that support you, they're going to support you, even if it's through, it's not the Instagram, it's not the TikTok, and it's not all of this. Even if it's just you send a quick text, you send a quick link, even a quick post, like it's okay to show some love. Because when it comes to these celebrities, we're so quick. We don't even know them. So when I hear the excuse of, oh, well, it's not something that I really support, but you don't know the celebrity. You don't like you don't know the celebrity, but you're still supporting them. But the people that you know, you won't do it. And there's some science to it, but on another live.
Cardi B will be like spread eagle with her ass cheeks out, and they'll double tap and like her shit. And if you do it, they'll be like, sis, I don't think you should be posting stuff like that. It looks type crazy. Oh, but you double tapped on Cardi B's cheeks.
Right.
What's up? Yo, they sipping haterade. That's it. You just gotta.
Exactly. Yo, that was hilarious.
You just gotta let the haters hate and just let God do all the work, and just be your number one advocate, because when you do, people will be very, very afraid to mess with you when they know that you're not destructible. Okay?
Period. Can you repeat that one more time, baby girl?
People will be very, very careful with how they treat you when they know that you're not destructible. Because I'll tell you one thing. I'm not a woman of chances. I'm not. I can be stubborn, but it's not in a way that I'm not real and I'm not forgiving and I'm not a pure individual. It's because I have enough respect for myself to not allow someone to cross me multiple times. Sorry.
Period. And
I'm good at night, baby. I sleep good at night.
Exactly. And that's what I was about to say. And that's something that when you know that, you go to sleep in peace and you wake up in peace. And that is the best feeling in the world. Best feeling.
And real recognizes real. It's very cliche, but it's so true. And your people that really truly love you will show you that. Like, Eddie, I'm so happy to see you on this live, man. Like, you've literally been here since day one.
Yes.
I'm just so grateful for not only him, but just everybody that continues to support us. We said in the beginning of this live that our podcast has been streamed in 5 different countries. We are doing things that we did not even think were possible or attainable. And that's because we are real, we're genuine, we're authentic, we're consistent, and we love every single one of you guys. This is a judgment-free zone, and we're here to provide solutions that allows people to grow mentally, emotionally, and have better success in their relationships in life. And that's just what we're doing. Who doesn't love stuff like that? I mean, come on.
I know, right? And who doesn't love us? Like, come on, you know?
Exactly. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you guys so much for listening, for tuning in to tonight's podcast. The topic was solutions on letting go of those who no longer serve you. All right. Make sure to go ahead, subscribe to the Love Solutions podcast. We are available on, well, you can listen right now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Anchor FM. If you don't have Apple or Spotify podcasts, we are on those platforms. We are also on YouTube. So if you are more of a visual person, we do have a YouTube channel, and it's called the Love Solutions Podcast on YouTube. We will be dropping this ASAP because we were away for Thanksgiving. We were with our families and we wanted to enjoy some time. So yes. Well, it was great, y'all. Peace and love. This is your girl, Sayani.
Peace and love. Thank you guys so much. It's your girl, Dari Marie, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Later.